Hey you guys, thanks for tuning into this video about Resonance Festival 2019. I just got back yesterday morning and I'm still integrating and reflecting on the amazing experience that it was. So just to jump right in, I will say that I ended up going as a volunteer. So ultimately, I traded 16 hours of work at the festival in exchange for a ticket. And I would totally recommend that. I would totally do that at any other festival or any other time at Resonance. It was really, really cool getting to work and getting to know some of the people that work with the festival. I ended up being scheduled at the front gate 2 nights in a row, and I worked from 4 p.m. to 12 a.m. at the front gate where the cars were driving in and getting checked in to go ahead into the festival. And it was really cool because most people were really happy and excited to be arriving at the festival, so it was a really, really nice experience. And the box office manager said she really wants me to help with that again next year, so I guess I did a good job. So when I first got there on Thursday day, I only had about 2 hours before I had to go and do my first volunteer shift. So I kind of just went to my campgrounds, got a snack, and got ready to go to the volunteer shift. And so I volunteered from 4 p.m. to 12 a.m. that day, Thursday, and there was music going on until about 4 a.m., but I was really tired after the volunteer shift and having driven up there and getting up early that day to go, so I just went back to my tent and slept until about 9 a.m. the next day. I actually ended up getting up and doing a workout. I did like a mile run and then like some push-ups and sit-ups and stuff on Friday morning because working out is really important to me. So then Friday night I had to volunteer again too, but Friday day I had a really, really great time playing in the Jellyfish Dome, which I'll show some videos of. It's this big geometric structure that has some fabric on it that makes it look like a jellyfish, and there's all sorts of swings and like acrobatic like swings hanging down from it that kind of look like jellyfish tentacles, but you can swing on them. You can do like aerial yoga. It's such a fun part of festivals, and I've actually seen the Jellyfish Dome at one other festival I was at last summer. So Friday I played on the Jellyfish Dome. I went to a sound healing workshop where this man talked about his singing bowls and the science about the vibrations of the singing bowls and how they help unblock and release stagnant energy in your body. And then he did a performance with his singing bowls, so a bunch of us got to lay down and listen to his singing bowls, and I really felt like all this energy was moving around inside of me and like moving out like things that I needed to release, which was really awesome. And if you've ever heard of sound healings and are interested, I highly recommend checking them out. I know they're really happening all over the place. You just gotta research and find them. I know there's a lot in Pittsburgh happening. And so after the sound healing, I went and listened to one band. I don't remember their name, but I had a fun time hanging out with my friends and dancing. And then I went and did my volunteer shift on Friday. My second and last one. Each shift was 8 hours, so 16 hours of work total. And again, I was at the front desk, so I was checking in cars. It was great. It wasn't quite as busy the second day, but there was still a pretty steady stream of cars the whole day. And after that shift on Friday, I ended up having enough energy to finally go out into the main arena where there was 2 of the bigger stages of the festival, and it's also where all the vendors and food were. So this night was extremely magical. Last night I got to go out and see Tipper.
honest, I don't know how I'm gonna handle the next 2 days, because last night I was out for 3 hours in the general area with the stage and vendors and everything, and I honestly felt like my pineal gland was gonna blast the fuck open, like it was blasting the fuck open, and that like my head might explode. I didn't take any substances, and I felt like I was tripping, because that highly sensitive life, you pick up on all the stuff around you.
So he and I just ended up like walking around in the crowd, looking at all these amazing live paintings that were happening during the Tipper set. That was pretty cool. Kevin also went to school for video production, so it was like cool. I was like, bro, like we just collaborated. I got really close to the stage to like be blasted by the bass, and I freaking did that. That bass blasted me. And I got a cool video of Kevin juggling. Kevin actually is the founder of a nonprofit that we call Team Pachamama, and we hold a lot of transformational events here in Pittsburgh. So if any of you are interested in what Team Pachamama is putting together, I'll put a link for Team Pachamama's Facebook page, and you can stay up to date with us. So yeah, that was just an incredible night. And after Tipper, I think I just ended up going back to my tent and passing out. I mean, just like sleeping. And, you know, just like what an incredible time. And honestly, I didn't know if I was going to be able to handle 2 more days, because my brain felt like it was just like undulating to the point where it was like maybe gonna explode. Like, and I knew that in retrospect, I knew that wouldn't happen, and I was nervous about the next 2 days, because I was like, I don't know how much more my brain can take, and I should have known, and now I really know, and I've like really learned that like I'll only be given what I can handle. Like, my brain won't actually ever physically explode, okay, Katie? Like, that's not gonna happen. I'm only gonna be given what I can handle. And so the next 2 days were definitely more mellow than that particular night. However, I mean, they were still amazing. They were lush with beautiful experience. And the next 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, I didn't have to do any volunteer hours. I ended up just like chilling with a lot of homies and listening to lots of really awesome music. I went to one more workshop. I went to a yoga workshop. One really awesome feature of a lot of festivals that I've been seeing is that they have workshops during the day. And there might be music happening too, but there'll be workshops where you can learn or like go to a class. And I just think that's so awesome. Like, why not utilize the time and space you have to teach people like these really transformational methods and knowledge to just like put even like a sweeter cherry on top of the whole cupcake of a whole festival. So I ended up going to the workshop I talked about a little bit ago, the sound healing with the singing bowls. And then Saturday I went to a yoga class, and Yeah, it was great. There was like probably like 30 people that came around and did yoga at the same time by this big lake, and it was wonderful. In the sun, all of us had our waters. Everyone who didn't have a water was getting shared with, and so we were all hydrated during our yoga, and shout out to the dude that led that yoga. It was so wonderful. So I did that earlier in the day on Saturday, and then the rest of the day on Saturday, I had some really, really great conversations with some of my homies from Pittsburgh that like really facilitated a lot of healing, and I'm so grateful for the medicine of conversation and friendship. And there's a beautiful, beautiful willow tree near the lake, and my friend Kevin was kind of really, really stricken by the tree. Like, the tree kind of communicated with him and was like, bring people here. So on Saturday, we ended up having like a little bit of a ceremony there by this willow tree. I mean, this tree just gives such beautiful vibes. And we just all, like, me and some of my friends, like, sat down, and some people I hadn't met before. Like, it was so, so nice. Some of us sat down in a circle and just, like, smoked this little, like, herbal cigarette. There was no weed in it. It was just, like, cloves and lavender and maybe, like, one other herb that just, like, really does nice, like, relaxing things to, like, the body and the aura. And so we smoked it in a circle. So we smoked that little herbal cigarette in a circle, and we all just did a check-in where we went around, said our name, and up to that point, some of like the most magical experiences we had had at the festival so far. And for me, it was definitely Friday night, just like feeling like I was tripping when I hadn't taken anything, and like just getting buffed out and hanging out with Kevin. So great. And then we played Pea Sticks, and if you don't know what Pea Sticks is, it's a really, really great game made by Shining Lion. I talk about it in my video about the Macfest, so you might want to go check out my video about Macfest for a bigger description of Pea Sticks. But we ended up playing Pea Sticks after we did a check-in of like our name and what was magic about the festival so far. And Pea Sticks was so fun. Like, seriously, you should check out what Pea Sticks is, because it's, like, freaking fun as heck. So, I played Pea Sticks for about an hour with my homies, and then I really wanted to go see Thriftworks. So, I left my friends and went to the Thriftworks concert. That ended up being really, really great. Thriftworks is one of the main people that I knew that was performing. Like, I don't know him personally, but I've listened to his music before and I like it. And so I went to see Thriftworks. And yeah, it was great. There was this crazy I also like sat and looked at my phone for a little bit. Weirdly enough, it was like I had barely looked at my phone like the whole festival so far, and it was like I kind of took some alone time during the Thriftworks set. I like kind of sat off to the side and like was like jamming in the music and was like really happy to feel the vibe of everyone around me. It was great, but I also just like sat and like checked my social medias during that set. That was about the last thing that I did on Saturday. I spent a lot of the day just like hanging out in my friend's tent that she was vending from in like the main area, and like just having all those deep conversations like I said. And then was Sunday, the last day of the festival. So Sunday was somewhat similar to Saturday. I spent more time at my own tent at my camping spot a little longer, and like hung out with some homies there a little longer into the day. It was nice just relaxing there, like in the sunlight, hanging out with some homies. And I went to the Jellyfish Dome one more time and like swung on the swings there. It's like such a beautiful way to like stretch out your body on these like big like tentacles that they have set up that you can do like yoga on and stuff. I forgot to mention, on Friday night when I was walking around with Kevin, we ran into someone that he knew named Amy, and she is the founder of Earth Mommy Designs. You can find her on Instagram, EARTHMAMI Designs. And she makes these amazing glasses. I don't know if you can see how great these are. I'll hold them up for you. But they're like dream catchers. There's literally tiger's eye and Swarovski crystals on these. And she makes them not just for the purpose of being beautiful, but also for the purpose of creating confidence and creativity in those who wear them. And I just fell in love with this pair. Tiger's Eye has been really been speaking to me lately as like a helpful crystal for me, and so I made the investment in these beautiful glasses. And definitely encourage you to check out Earth Mommy Designs on Instagram. If you want your own pair of glasses, I'm sure you can message her and she'll send you a pair. But yeah, so that was way back on Friday night. Sunday, like I was saying, just like hung out at my camping area for the beginning part of the day, hung out at the Jellyfish Dome, and then went up to my friend's tent back at where she was vending, back in like the main arena, and just had a good time like vibing with my friends who were vending from there. I spent like a solid 6 hours dancing on Sunday. I got to see this trio that Charles I is in, and I don't remember what they call the trio, but it was really, really good. Right after that was Random Rab, and I had such a good time. Random Rab was another artist that I knew I wanted to see before I went to the festival, so seeing him live was really, really great. It was like so funky, like his music is really one of a kind. If you've never listened to Random Rab, highly recommend. And then after Random Rab, it was dark by the time his set ended, and it was the last night of the festival, so I was pretty sure I was going to be leaving that night, Sunday night. And Papadozio, they do a lot to like organize the festival. They were doing an acoustic set, which usually most of the music that they have out is EDM, but they did a live set, and I thought that was really cool that these artists that typically do EDM had an acoustic set with like pianos and guitars, and I don't even know if they had like any kind of like mixer type of technology up there with them. It seemed like it was all just like live, and the lighting was so beautiful. They were all wearing like gray, and the lights were yellow and blue, and it was just like looked like really sharp. It was really nice looking. And during the Papadozio set, I ended up going back to my friend's tent, the Consensual Consciousness tent that my friend Sam has, where she was vending from. And just like a bunch of homies were congregating there, like a bunch of my friends from Pittsburgh and some people that we had met that weekend were just congregating at the tent, just like sitting in a circle, having like a nice little talk session with everyone, and it was really nice. I was like, I kind of started feeling like I was tripping, so I was just so happy. I was like so high on happiness. I hadn't done any substances that day besides like food, water, and I had taken some CBD. And also on Sunday, I met a beautiful, lovely lady named Brooke. What a goddess. She gave me henna, which we traded some energy for. I traded her money for the henna, and so happy about it because now I just get to look at it for like maybe the next 2 weeks, and it's just so lovely. just like reminds me of my goddess essence and my divine essence, which I just love. So yeah, I love it. Thank you, Brooke, for the beautiful henna. And it was so cool. Before she started doing me, she was like, oh, like I have an idea of like what's gonna look good on you, and I just thought that was nice. So that was basically Sunday, and that was basically my experience at the Resonance Festival. I hope you enjoyed the clips that I showed here. I hope you got a kick out of them, and I hope you got a kick out of my experience there. I think everyone has like a truly unique experience at the Resonance Festival and like at most music festivals. And I just want to mention the name real quick too. They talk about the definition of resonance on the information page of the festival on Facebook. And they talk about how resonance is one of the laws that's crucial and necessary for like the law of attraction. Like in the law of attraction, you have the things that attract to each other are things that resonate at the same frequency. So it was really cool because I feel like this festival did a lot of like attracting those like same frequency, like your vibe attracts your tribe kind of thing, birds of a feather flock together kind of thing. Like it brought together like similar people, but then it also like meshed and mingled lots of energy too, so it like created like a stronger resonance between people that might never meet in like other scenarios in day-to-day life. So yeah, Resonance Fest 2019, shout outs, big gratitude to that. And yeah, like I said, I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up or a comment if you were at the Resonance Fest 2019 or what you thought about this video. Yeah, and look out for my other videos. Check out some of the other ones that I have already. And be well until next time.
When all we ever are is free. I'm letting go of the things